Welcome to the Daily Influence, where our mission is to deliver a daily dose of positive influence that can uplift you personally or be shared within your sphere of influence. While not every episode may directly apply to your unique circumstances, we strive to provide insights and inspiration relevant to most people's daily, weekly, and monthly lives. Whether you are tuning in during the morning, noon, or night, the Daily Influence is here for you. Listen, share, and embrace the power of influence in your life.
Hello, and welcome to another edition of the Daily Influence. I'm Gregg-Brooke Koleno with the Daily Influence and the I Am Team series. And today I'm very excited to bring you one of my friends and networking partners, Sue Beninati with RM Services. Sue, thank you so much for being here with us today.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm honored. Thank you.
Sue, can you share a little bit about yourself with our listeners?
Sure. I am married. I have 3 children. I work for RM Services, which is a maintenance company. We specialize in restaurants and construction for residential and commercial, and we service restaurant equipment. And actually, today is my 5-year anniversary there.
Happy anniversary.
Thank you. So I think I'm going to go in and ask him what my present's going to be, like another raise or something.
I love it. That's awesome, Sue. Well, thank you for being here, and I'm so excited to, hear your thoughts and share your words of advice with our listeners.
Well, thanks again for having me.
Sue, how do you believe acts of kindness, mentorship, or leadership can contribute to creating a more positive and supportive community or workplace environment?
Well, acts of kindness, whether it's someone lending a hand or someone giving you showing you some empathy, plays a huge role in the community and the workplace. And it almost becomes contagious once you start doing it. Acts of kindness, I know for me, myself, when people have, done something nice for me, I automatically want to do something nice for somebody else and pay it back forward. And I think that motivates people. I think it brings people closer together. And I think it builds an all around strong community, whether it be your friends, your family, or the workplace.
It absolutely does. I agree with that 100%. And we've seen it, just in the community that we're both in together.
For sure. And that's one thing I love about the networking group is that everybody there is so giving and caring, and they make you want to be a better person. And I love that.
Absolutely. I do too. So in your opinion, why is it important for individuals to actively seek opportunities to spread positivity and uplift those around them?
Well, it's kind of the same feeling, it's kind of the same thing. It's if you're spreading kindness and good vibes and cheering other people on, it's important because it causes a chain reaction. When people make efforts for to be positive and everyone feels in a better place, it just brings the community closer together. It really does. And it boosts the moods within everybody. When everybody's happy and in a good mood, everything becomes better for everybody else.
Absolutely. And I can see how you really foster that in the environments that you're in. When I see you out at different events, you always have that smile on your face. You're always warm and welcoming and bringing people in. And that I can see that positivity really spread.
Thank you. Well, it's the Italian in me too. We're huggers. The minute I see people, I know I have to give them a big hug. I mean, it makes me feel warm inside. It makes me feel that they're appreciated and loved and honored and respected.
I absolutely agree with that. So how do you maintain your own sense of positivity and motivation, especially during challenging times or faced with negativity?
Well, I always tell myself I used to bartend for a long time, so I used to hear everybody's stories. And sometimes I would hear them more than once. They would repeat themselves. And I would always tell them, if you think you have it so bad, go take a walk down Children's Memorial Hospital in the hallways there. And that puts your everything into it, that centers everything. I mean, I ask myself, is my family healthy? Yes. Are my parents healthy? Yes. Is anybody terminally ill? No. So I really don't have anything to bitch about, or to complain about, because once you have all those things, everything else will just come in come after that. And I also believe it's good to take some time for yourself and to refocus and energize yourself and to we're not always in a good mood. Sometimes things just happen that you're in a bad mood, but it's important not to stay there and to think about the positive things and be grateful for what you have. And that's what I do. And that's what I do. And I always, when you hear some people's stories, you think you got it bad until you hear somebody else's story. And, yours is nothing compared to this because everybody does have a story. Everybody does. So that's how I try to keep my positive energy going.
That is really good advice. Focus on what's positive in your life and also put everything in perspective, right?
Yeah.
Looking at your family and your friends and yourself and knowing that there are others less fortunate out there than you
absolutely.
are or we are. And that is a really great tool to use. Thank you for sharing that with us.
Oh, you're welcome. My pleasure. It's the truth, though. You hear about all these things that are going on in the world right now with the wars and everything. My God, these poor people. We are so lucky.
You're absolutely right, Sue. What message or words of encouragement would you like to share with our listeners who aspire to make a positive difference in the world?
Well, I would first say follow your heart. Follow your heart and the rest will come. Try to think positive. Try to think of what that other person's needs might be, whether it's just a smile or a hug or a kind word. It makes such a difference in someone's life because you don't know what other people are going through. When you're in the grocery store or walking down the street and if you see somebody walking by you, it's not hard to say hi or smile at them. And they always smile back or say hi back. And you never know that might have touched someone and made their day, rather than them being ignored, because everybody's got their trials and tribulations. So, just an act of kindness or something simple like that makes a huge difference.
Absolutely. I love the random acts of kindness, and that's a really good reminder.
Yes. I remember years and years ago watching Oprah's show, and somebody there would buy the people behind them coffee at Starbucks and not letting them know who that was. And I thought that was so cool that I did that. I used to go to Starbucks all the time. So I used to buy the people behind me's coffee. First, I had to ask how many people are in the car. Then I would buy it. Then I would say, okay, yeah, I'll buy their coffee. But, it makes you feel so good knowing that you did something good for somebody and they don't know you, they didn't expect it, but you made that person's day, I guarantee you.
100%.
Yeah.
And it's quite likely they weren't having a very good day to start.
No, and who knows, maybe they did the same thing.
Such great advice. Everything that you shared with us today. I'm really grateful for all the information. Sue, if people want to get in touch with you, what's the best way to do so?
They can email me or my phone number. My email is my name, which is Sue Beninati at rmservices.net. That's probably the best way to get a hold of me.
Great. And we'll also put that in the show notes. Sue, thank you so much for joining us today. I'm so grateful to you. And listeners, thank you for spending some time with us for your daily dose of positive influence. I hope you have an amazing day, and we'll see you again next time on the Daily Influence. Bye-bye.